Sepulchure is the most difficult boss in all of Dragon Fable. You're not even supposed to win this fight against him, but today we're going to find out whether we can beat him in 2021. Yes, after the undeserved popularity of the first one, you bet we're doing a sequel. So, last time we were able to fight Sepulchure to a draw by being able to survive indefinitely by maxing out our darkness resistance and healing abilities. But in 2021, a stalemate is no longer good enough. We're going to actually end the fight without being defeated this time. Now, Sepulchure is notorious for having an all resistance of 99 and for being practically unhittable. So what shall be our strategy against an unhittable opponent? We're going to hit him anyway! For our first try, we've not only got our total darkness resistance to up to 95, but we've also maxed out our wisdom and luck to have the greatest odds of actually hitting Sepulchure. Furthermore, we've employed the help of Stand the Scan Orb to reduce Sepulchure's all resistance from 99 to 84, which should make a huge difference. And, last but not least, by using an armor like the Dragon Rogue, our regular attack lets us take a swing at Sepulchure twice per turn. Now let's see how we do with this. Now as we can see, even with this setup, we're still barely hitting Sepulchure at all. Any damage we do, which is 14 HP at most, gets healed instantly. So this won't do at all, I'm afraid. But have no fear, because there's an even better strategy we haven't tried yet. This does not revolve around physically hitting Sepulchure, but is based on inflicting damage with a damage over time effect. I'm talking of course about the innate ability of the Necromancer armor. In contrast to the Paladin armor, it does not build up a heal over time, but builds up damage over time, without the need to actually hit Sepulchure for it. So, let's see how much damage over time we can build up. As you can see, together with Stand the Scan Orb, we're able to do 17 HP in damage at best using just the Necromancer's ability. This is a bit better than the Dragon Rogue strategy, but still is far from sufficient. Now, we'll expand on this strategy by adding a very special skill to our arsenal. If you defeat both Zan and Val at the same time at the Inn at the Edge of Time, you can acquire the Val's Ego Trinket. This trinket lets you use an attack that, if it hits, applies a damage over time effect lasting 99 turns. Sadly, because we're using the Val's Ego Trinket, we've lost some of our darkness resistance, meaning we may be dying too fast for our innate damage over time skill of the Necromancer armor to fully build up. Now, we are going to try to combine the Val's Ego with the damage over time effect of the Necromancer armor, plus our stat distribution where we've maxed out Wisdom and Luck to also try and hit Sepulchure physically. Now, as I've said, Val's Ego only takes effect if the attack physically hits the target, which in Sepulchure's case is a big if. And since the skill requires mana, we have to land the hit in the first turn of starting the battle. Now, let me tell you, this took a long time to arrange. I had to stop recording. I must have redone this fight at least 50 times, but finally the attack hit and the effect was placed. Now, let's build up our Fear damage overtime ability as well and see just how much damage we can do to Sepulchure in a single turn. Can we reach beyond Sepulchure's healing capabilities? Now, in combination with the 5 HP damage per turn from Val's Ego, and our hitting Sepulchure by chance, for 33 HP at most, we were able to do 50 HP in damage to Sepulchure in a single turn. Now, sadly Sepulchure is able to heal this damage instantly as well. Now, on my previous Fight Sepulchure video, I read a comment from someone who apparently got behind Sepulture's code, which, to make myself clear, is something I do not approve of nor condone. But this comment stated that Sepulchure fully heals each turn. This means that we would need to do over 62,000 HP in damage in a single turn to actually defeat Sepulchure. Now, the situation might seem impossible, but there is still one trump card we've not yet used. The most powerful skill of the most powerful armor in all of Dragon Fable. A skill so powerful, it can actually meet the requirements of ending the fight against Sepulchure in a single turn. A strategy that has been in the Joestar family for generations. Right.